The American debt crisis has become the financial world's equivalent of climate change. Everyone agrees it's catastrophic, but nobody can agree on the solution. As the U.S. Treasury market teeters under $37 trillion of debt, a high-stakes drama is unfolding that could reshape global finance. The recent White House meeting between President Trump and Fed Chair Jerome Powell wasn't just another photo op, it was a desperate plea for help from a president staring down $6.5 trillion in maturing debt while Moody's downgrades America's credit rating and as trade wars backfire spectacularly. Hi everyone, I'm Lily, your resident Wall Street rebel with a knack for calling out the market's BS. Let's cut through the political theater and examine the cold hard math. 30-year Treasury yields breaching 5%, we're entering dangerous territory where America's debt could double every 14 years. That $37 trillion? It becomes $74 trillion by 2037, then $148 trillion by 2051, numbers so large they lose meaning. The annual interest payment alone now exceeds $1 trillion, more than the entire GDP of most countries. And here's the kicker, most existing debt was issued at around 2.7% interest. Refinancing at current rates means we could soon reach the financial absurdity where new borrowing only covers interest on old borrowing. The Fed has already staged 2 emergency interventions this year when bond markets crashed in April, essentially acting as Wall Street's defibrillator. But these are stopgap measures. Trump's attempts to solve the crisis through immigration reforms, stablecoin legislation, and tariff wars have all fallen flat. Even his much-touted Middle East investment deals appear to be more about saving face than solving problems. The promised trillions would exceed the entire GDP of those nations. What makes this crisis different from past debt scares is that America's traditional escape hatches are all jammed. Devalue the dollar? That accelerates the global flight from dollar reserves. Print more money? Inflation remains stubbornly high. Raise taxes? Political suicide. The usual playbook has run out of pages. This brings us to the elephant in the room, China. Treasury Secretary's recent admission that trade talks have stalled unless presidents intervene speaks volumes. China isn't playing the naive lender it was in 2008. They've studied America's playbook and now hold the leverage. While some Washington hawks fantasize about using Taiwan as a bargaining chip, the military realities make this a non-starter. China's hypersonic missile capabilities mean any aircraft carrier confrontation could instantly shatter the myth of American military invincibility, and with it, the dollar's reserve status. The real potential deal likely lies in semiconductors. America's 3 to 5 year lead in chip technology represents one of the few remaining bargaining chips that might interest Beijing. But would the US really trade technological crown jewels for debt relief? And would China even bite? Meanwhile, the domestic political circus continues. Rather than address Moody's sobering warning about debt to GDP hitting 134% by 2035, surpassing World War II levels, the White House attacked the messenger as an Obama ally. This refusal to face reality would be comical if the stakes weren't so high. The bitter truth is this crisis was decades in the making, from $4 trillion wasted on unwinnable wars to bank bailouts that privatized Wall Street's gains while socializing its losses. The big and beautiful bill Trump recently signed, which even Elon Musk called neither big nor beautiful, will add $3.8 trillion more to the deficit while primarily benefiting the wealthy. As investors, we need to read between the headlines. When the world's largest bond market starts behaving like a meme stock, when risk-free assets need constant Fed resuscitation, and when political leaders would rather blame opponents than solve problems, it's time to pay attention. The US debt crisis isn't coming, it's here, and its resolution, whether through financial innovation, geopolitical deals, or catastrophic failure, will define markets for a generation. Like this unfiltered analysis? Smash that like button and subscribe for more hard truths Wall Street won't tell you. Drop a comment with your take. Is there any way out of this debt trap? I'm Lily, your guide to markets without the spin.